this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Downs. Oh, gave the defender the business. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Oh, he got loose. Turns it on at midfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fourth and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed on the outside, it's Woods.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll try the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Texas, 7. Kentucky, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to get rid of it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7. Kentucky, 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Makes his connection. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
To the wideout. Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week.
And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's McLeod. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Eaton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Snowed under by the defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Good right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can put. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum sweep.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counter?
Oh, it's on the ground! Live ball! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Everett. Getting some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for room. It's McLeod.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 21, Kentucky.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Nifty little dance step. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Alabama.
He's looking to throw it.
We'll circle back if anything big
and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line. It's Downs. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Downs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
Number 17 on the field goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Kentucky, 13.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going up top on first down. He'll throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The play-action fake. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Looking to move it through the air. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Second down.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him for the sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They've got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Firing to the right, complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They're trying to get to it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks at this juncture. I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think.
Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good.
He tries to take the top off. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Set sail out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep...
It's complete. A huge pickup. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kentucky 20.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the